Hello everyone, and welcome with a new video. Today, I am going to talk to you just like a friend talking to another friend. And the topic today, I am going to tell you all about me, my hobbies, the things I love to do, the things that make me happy, and yes, the sports I enjoy too. All you have to do is listen. Just relax, listen to my voice, and enjoy. This is how real English learning happens, by hearing it again and again in a natural way. So, let me start by telling you about the things I love to do when I am at home. I think home is one of my favorite places. And when I have free time at home, I am never bored. Never. Because there are so many things I enjoy doing. The first thing, and I think a lot of you will relate to this, is watching television. I love watching television. I really love it. After a long day, when I am tired, I just sit on my sofa, I grab a blanket, and I start watching television. It makes me feel so relaxed. Now, what do I watch? Good question. I love watching nature documentaries. Those programs about animals, oceans, forests, deserts. I find them so beautiful and so interesting. I also love watching cooking shows. I don't always cook what I see, but I love watching other people cook. It makes me feel happy for some reason. And sometimes I watch old movies, classic movies, black and white ones. My grandmother used to watch them, and now I watch them too. It feels special. It feels like a connection to the past. So yes, watching television is one of my favorites, things to do at home. But here is another thing I love, and this one is a little different. I love listening to music. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do, before breakfast, before anything, I play music. Soft music, calm music. It helps me start my day in a good mood. Now, what kind of music do I like? Well, I like many kinds. I love soft, acoustic music, just a guitar and a voice. Simple and beautiful. I also love old psalms from many years ago. There is something about old songs that touches the heart in a way that new songs sometimes cannot. And sometimes, I will be honest with you, sometimes I sing along, very loudly, in my kitchen, and I am not a good singer at all. But it doesn't matter. Music is not about being perfect. Music is about feeling something. So at home, my two favorite things are watching television and listening to music. Simple pleasures, but they make me very happy. Now there is one more thing I do at home, and I want to tell you about it before we move on. I love reading books. I know some people hear the word reading and they think it sounds boring. But trust me, when you find the right book, reading is the most wonderful thing in the world. I have a small shelf of books in my room, and every night, before I sleep, I read. Even if it is just 10 pages, even if it is just 5 minutes, I always read something before bed. I love stories. Stories about people, about adventures, about different countries and different lives. When I read a good story, I forget everything around me. I forget the time. I forget my worries. I am just inside the story, living it, feeling it. Reading books has also helped me so much with my English, because when you read, you see words, you see how sentences are made, and slowly it all becomes natural. So, watching television, listening to music, and reading books, those are my favorite things to do at home. And in the next part, I am going to tell you about the things I love to do outside. Okay, so now let's talk about what I love to do when I go outside. Because as much as I love my home, I also love getting out, seeing the world, breathing fresh air, being around people. And one of my absolute favorite things to do is visiting friends. I love this so much. For me, visiting friends is not just something I do, it is something I really look forward to. When I know I'm going to visit a friend, I feel excited the night before. I have a few very close friends, and when we get together, we talk for hours. We laugh, we drink tea or coffee, and just sit together and talk about life, about our days, about funny things that happen to us, about our dreams and our plans. There is a warmth that comes from sitting with people you love, a comfort, and I think that is something that no phone, no television, no book can replace. Real human connection. There is nothing like it. I try to visit my friends at least once a week. And every single time I come home feeling better than when I left. That is the power of good friendship. Now, another thing I love to do outside is going to a restaurant. I love food. Let me just say that clearly. I love food. And going to a restaurant is not just about eating for me. It is an experience. It is an event. I love looking at the menu and thinking about what I want to order. I love the smells when you walk through the door. I love the atmosphere, the people around you, the soft music playing, the lights. And most importantly, I love trying new things. I don't always order the same food. I like to be adventurous. I might try a dish I've never tasted before. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes, honestly, it's not so good. But that is the fun of it, now. And this one might surprise you. One of the things I love to do outside is something very simple. I love going for a walk, just walking, outside, in the fresh air. I know it sounds almost too simple, but honestly, going for a walk is one of the most calming, most beautiful things you can do. When I go for a walk, I feel my mind slow down. All the thoughts, all the noise, all the stress of the day, it just gets quieter. I like to walk in the morning when everything is fresh. The world is just waking up. Birds are singing, and everything feels peaceful. I don't walk fast. I don't walk for exercise. Well, maybe a little for exercise, but mostly I walk to think, to feel. Sometimes I walk alone and listen to music. Sometimes I walk with a friend and we talk. Both are wonderful in different ways. Going for a walk has become one of my daily habits, and I think it is one of the best habits I have ever built. So visiting friends, going to a restaurant, and going for a walk, these are the things that get me out of the house and into the world. But wait, I still have more to tell you. In the next part, something I discovered not so long ago that I now absolutely love. Okay, this part is special to me because I want to tell you about something that started as an accident and became one of my greatest passions. I am talking about photography. So, a few years ago, I was going for a walk one morning. One of those beautiful mornings where the sky is pink and orange and the light is soft and golden. And I had my phone in my hand, and I just stopped and thought, I have to capture this. So, and when I looked at it later, something happened inside me. I thought, that is a beautiful image. I made that. I captured that moment. And from that day, I was completely in love with taking photographs. Now, I am not a professional photographer. I don't have a big, expensive camera, although I would love one someday. I mostly use my phone, but that doesn't matter, because photography is not about the equipment. It is about the eye. It is about how you see the world. And that is what I love most about photography. It changed the way I see things. When you are a photographer, even just a hobby photographer, you start to notice things you never noticed before. The way light falls on a wall, the shadow of a tree, an old door with chipped paint, a child laughing in a market. These are all photographs waiting to happen. I take photographs of so many things: nature, flowers, trees, the sky, birds. I love taking photographs of the sky especially. Every day the sky is different. Every sunrise, every sunset, it is a new painting. I also love taking photographs of small details, things people usually walk past without looking. A cracked stone on the street, water drops on a leaf, the inside of a flower. These small things, when you photograph them, become something beautiful. Photography has made me more present, more aware of the world around me. Because when you are always looking for beauty, you start to find it everywhere. So, if you have never tried photography, I really encourage you. Just pick up your phone, go outside, and start looking. The world is full of beautiful photographs. You just have to see them. This is a hobby that truly changed my life, and I hope one day you find a hobby that does the same for you. All right, before I say goodbye, I have to talk about something very important to me: sports. Because I love sports. I really do, both watching them and playing them. Let me start with football. Football is the most popular sport in the world, and there is a very good reason for that. It is exciting, it is fast, it is emotional. One moment your team is winning, and the next moment, everything changes. I love watching football matches with friends. There is something special about watching football together. Everyone is sitting there, tense, excited, nervous, and when a goal is scored, the room explodes. People jumping, shouting, laughing. It is one of the most exciting feelings I know. I also play football sometimes, just casually with friends in a park. I'm not very skilled, I'll admit that, but I love the running, the teamwork, the energy of it. Football makes you feel alive. Now, I also have a deep love for cricket. Cricket is a beautiful sport, and I know some people find it slow. They say, nothing is happening, but I disagree. Cricket is like a chess game. It is full of strategy, patience, skill. Every ball is a decision. Every moment matters. I grew up watching cricket, and I have so many memories of sitting with my family watching a match, all of us cheering together. Those are precious memories. Cricket taught me about patience, about never giving up. Because in cricket, the game can change completely in just a few minutes. You can never stop believing. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of today's video. These are my hobbies. These are the things that make my life full and happy. Now I want to ask you something. Think about your own life. What are your hobbies? What do you love to do? Can you answer that question in English? Because that is your practice for today. Think about it. Say it out loud. Write it down. Use simple words, just like I did today. Every time you listen to English like this, your brain is learning, your ear is getting stronger, and one day very soon, speaking English will feel completely natural for you. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And I hope you come back next time. Until then, keep listening and keep learning.